It is. Today, the moon continues in Libra. So, third day of having a Libra moon, which focuses on relationships. Remember that relationship work is some of the hardest work we do, and it's also some of the most important. And of course, following Libra, the moon goes into Scorpio, diving a little deeper. So once we get through the surface of the Libra moon energy and the wanting to be nice and wanting to be liked and wanting to please someone, we get into the deeper Scorpio work of transformation and what really needs to change at those deeper levels. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Monday, February 17th. Yesterday, I was talking about the upcoming Mars station direct. So Mars will be changing directions from retrograde to go direct. And that Mars energy is the part of us that needs to take action, to move, to be courageous, to take risks, to put something on the line, to take action. And with the moon, or not the moon, but with Mars in Cancer, Cancer is the sign that is ruled by the moon. So we are thinking about these parts of ourselves, parts of the world that need to be protected, that need to be defended, that might be very helpful to us, but and create a feeling of home, of safety, of comfort. But also, we have to remember that they are vulnerable, just the way that we need to take care of children, right? The Cancer energy of the mother defends and protects the young. And we also need to defend and protect anything that can't take care of itself. And so that might be portions of society, it might be parts of ourselves, it might be particular groups that are vulnerable because they tend to be more marginalized or tend to historically be oppressed. We could also be talking about systems and institutions that we count on that help to care for us, right? Cancer is caring. So, institutions that take care of us that may also need defending and protecting, as we are seeing with some of the things transpiring in the world around us. So that Mars energy is asking us to show up, to find our courage, to be the defenders and the protectors of that which we care about most. And with Mars slowing down to change directions, we're needing to go inward to reorganize and figure out what is going to be the best strategy for action in how we're going to do that. So, with today's moon continuing in Libra, reminding us that relationship work is some of what we need to do. So, who is it you need to have a conversation with, maybe someone you need to share ideas or exchange information with, maybe a buddy you need to find who can help you process your own thoughts, and getting past those places of conflict where we stop ourselves. So that can mean all different kinds of things, right? It could be with your the people in your daily life that you love the most, that maybe you avoid certain topics of discussion because they're just uncomfortable. Or it could be talking within your community with other people who see things from a different perspective. It is the need to form these bridges, the need to build connections, and the need to step into those places of discomfort is how we mend the bridges and the fences, right? And the ways that we need to come together. So, where in your life do you need to attend to some need for relationship, need to either find the people that help you feel safe, or find those people you need to talk to who maybe it feels a little uncomfortable to go a little deeper or into uncomfortable topics with? Then, as the moon shifts into Scorpio, which takes place on Monday around 4:18 p.m. Pacific time, and so that would be 7:18 p.m. Eastern. We have this shift of the moon into from Libra, air sign, right, where we're talking about things, into Scorpio, water sign, where we go a little deeper into the feelings that lie beneath the discussion, the conversation, the ways that we have of being nice and getting along and getting to those deeper places. And I would encourage you to think about this upcoming Scorpio moon time. It's a waning gibbous moon. So we're heading toward that third quarter, through 3/4 of the way through the moon cycle. With the Scorpio energy, I would encourage you to do the work you need to do on yourself to be ready to form those deeper connections. So let's remember, and this is kind of an advanced skill level when we remember that anytime we experience someone outside of us as doing something we don't like, we need to turn inward to look at ourselves and how we are consciously, unconsciously, unwittingly, perhaps allowing that to happen, or in some way, maybe unconsciously even, being more comfortable with it happening that way. So we have to look deeper within ourselves with that shift of the moon into Scorpio to ask ourselves, how am I unconsciously, unwittingly allowing or supporting something I do not wish to happen? How am I allowing that or being unconsciously part of it continuing? And so we need to look deeper within ourselves. We need to confront the biases we have inside of ourselves. We need to confront our own need for safety, our own fears about, in many cases, about being authentic, being creative, being powerful, right? What is the thing that we are the most afraid of? Probably we will think it's about someone doing something to us, but if you really get into some deeper truth within yourself, you might ask, am I actually afraid of being myself? Am I actually afraid of stepping into my own power? How am I afraid of what will happen? And that's where we do that deeper work. So obviously get support for this if it's a big deal for you. Professional support if you need that kind of support, friend support, support of those nice Libra relationships that can help you sort out how you feel, what you think, and what is going on deeper inside of you. So, my point is that for all of us right now, this is an opportunity to look at ourselves, how our own patterns contribute and or participate in systems that also become the systems that we don't like or don't want. And so we have to do that deeper work to see how we unconsciously or unwittingly participate in or create things like systemic racism, things like threats to democracy, things like the problems of climate change, right? And I don't mean just, are you recycling or not? I mean, how are you participating in the world? How are you showing up? Are you speaking up? Are you talking about what you care about? Are you letting others know what you value, what you care about, what it means to you, and why? And so this is the deeper work we can do to ask ourselves where we might need to look at a part of ourselves to be part of some of the deeper changes we maybe want to see in the world. Hopefully that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and if you'd like some support from looking at your own chart to understand your path and how to live your best way in the world, your soul's purpose, your way of making a positive difference through shining your light, check it out at astrologyheals.com and book some time with me, because we can look at your chart and see how you can best think about your own path and your own actions and choices and creative self-expression and your ways forward. Thanks again, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. I so appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.